Well, we're coming back to Saints Row. It's been about a week since we talked about the sales for this game. And if you remember, the big news for Saints Row Reboot was that it actually debuted at number 1 on UK box charts. Now, we can only go off UK box charts because there is no more North American sales charts. But when there was, you could usually compare UK and North American sales, and they were about the same. So it's safe to assume that last week, Saints Row Reboot also was number 1 here in North America. Now, how could this be? The game is broken. It's a mess. If you go by the critic scores over here, PC 2.6 for user score, 2.2 for PlayStation 4, 3.0 for PlayStation 5, Stadia, 2. I can't believe people actually play this on Stadia. Is that even a thing still? PlayStation 5, 3.0, Xbox One, 1.5. That's went down. Xbox Series S, 3.1. The game is full of bugs. This is from yesterday over on The Gamer. 1 day ago, Saints Row players are still getting ridiculous immersion-breaking bugs. So the game is still a broken mess as of 1 day ago, September 4th. Today is September 5th. So it's still being reported that the game is a broke mess. Also, most of the reviewers that I've seen, independent reviewers, skewer this game, call it a mess, garbage. The characters are awful. The writing is cringy. There's nothing to do in the open world. The game itself, not just the bugs, are bad. But it still did number 1 the first week. Why is that? Pre-orders. The game sold a lot before it even came out. And this is a problem. I don't pre-order things very often. I just don't anymore because it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. What do you get out of it? Like a skin? A lot of times you get a broken game. You are the beta tester. So I just try not to do it. I wait for reviews, and then, if a lot of people that I trust give it a good review, I'll pick it up. I think it's the way most people should do with this. Unless there's a proven track record of consistent and stuff like that, then I would. Like most Nintendo games. I'll go buy those without any reviews because they're usually pretty damn good. So, Saints Row fans gave it a chance, debuts at number 1. And a lot of people are going, ha ha ha, that's so funny. We told you. How did it fare after a week? After its first week and all those pre-order sales were done, how did it sell? Well, it had an 80% drop, ladies and gentlemen. An 80% drop. Saints Row Reboot plummets with 80% sales drop in second week, dropping from number 1 to number 6. So this is from 18 hours ago. We don't have any articles on it, but the people behind gamesindustry.biz, which is this gentleman right here, head of gamesindustry.biz, came out and said this yesterday. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection comes in at number 3, just ahead of F1 Manager. Saints Row dips from number 1 to number 6 after an 80% sales drop. Oh, that is pathetic. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. So I don't know what the big numbers are. Last of Us Part 1, unsurprisingly, doing well. That's a big, big moneymaker for Sony right there. Number 1, based on what? A new paint job? Very little work went into that, and boom, number 1. So congratulations on that cash grab. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection, awesome. I have nothing but great things to say about that. Amazing collection, especially if you're a fan of those old beat 'em ups. You get everything. Multiple versions, like the arcade version of Turtles in Time and the Super Nintendo version and the Sega version, which was Hyperstone Heist, but a fantastic collection. And then Saints Row drops to number 6. Pretty bad. I would expect a sale very, very soon. With a sales drop like that in the second week, this game is done. You're going to see an even bigger drop next week and an even bigger drop after that. So I think that that's fantastic and awesome. So they wanted to make this a more sensitive, more inclusive Saints Row. And look at that sales jab. It's expected and hilarious. I like seeing it because they wanted to go woke. Well, you went broke too. Now, the real question is Rockstar looking at this, because there were reports and rumors that came out not that long ago. So I don't want to say let's worry about Grand Theft Auto. And it has nothing to do with a female lead. Reports that new GTA game will feature a female lead. No one cares about that. It would be fine. What people care about is the fact that they're talking about taming the humor and the things that made Grand Theft Auto great in the first place. There's a reason that there's going to be a 6th game. I think it would be like, 8 or 9 games? Maybe 10 if you include the spin-offs like San Andreas, which is not a numbered Grand Theft Auto, and Vice City, or the ones that were on the PSP and the Game Boys and so on and so on, DSs. There's quite a few of them. There's a reason there's a lot of them. They're all fun, satire, over-the-top games, and there were some offensive things about them, and people enjoyed it for what it is. And if they walk all that shit back like Saints Row did, it'll still make money, but it'll experience a sales drop too. But of course, if you don't like any of that, they just talk about the female lead and say people don't like that. No one cares about the female lead, to be honest. If they make it work, they make it work. Rockstar makes a lot of great characters, so it could work and be fine. The problem is it going to end up being a Saints Row? That's the real question, and we know how that works out now. We have the receipts, 80% drop. Very, 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 very pathetic and deserved. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.